Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, we're going to take a look at creepy videos you can't turn away from. If y'all are new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it.
Well, you know, I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? I don't know. Do they want the state empty? I don't know.
Creepy. Go look up Smart LA 2028 and get ready to have your mind blown. All I'm saying is it's got to be a hell of a lot easier building on empty land rather than trying to beg or buy people out of their current homes, guys. So weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Are we at like end times, or is there a more scientific, reasonable explanation for this, like a red tide? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys be the judge. Throw it in the comments, guys. What do you think?
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean. And there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
No, guys, Joe Rogan is not. I repeat, Joe Rogan is not a modern day Nostradamus, okay? This clip was taken so far out of context. Joe was explaining what an LA firefighter had previously told him about the wind and whatnot. So these predictions, not Joe Rogan's. They were the LA firefighters' predictions. So just wanted to clear that one up, guys.
Is unreal.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and you were talking about that, and there you go. You go across the street and you just, you know, right there. Those are the ones that you're talking about. Those are the seaside homes that are off of Malibu, and they're just, all of them just are gone. Just one after another, leveled. And of course, you know, I'm also kind of wondering, I mean, I know this kind of goes down to another different rabbit hole, but, you know, I've heard in the past that they weren't going to allow construction there anymore. And now that these homes are gone, are they never coming back? It's just more questions than answers right now. But you can see how they're total destruction, and then there's a group of homes that are just fine.
It doesn't make sense,
so much
right?
Of that in all the various communities.
Of course, you know, I'm also kind of wondering, I mean, I know this kind of goes down to another different rabbit hole, but, you know, I've heard in the past that they weren't going to allow construction there anymore, and now that these homes are gone, are they never coming back? It's just more questions than answers right now.
Listen, guys, you're going to have to put on your tinfoil hats for this one, all right? Does anyone know what North Carolina, Maui, and now California all have in common? Besides good weather, they all have these initiatives to have smart cities up and running by 2028. Now, can anyone tell me the easiest / fastest way to get someone out of their home who doesn't want to sell? Or are you putting 2 and 2 together yet, guys? Are you connecting the dots? Like I said, tinfoil hat type of clip, guys.
Take a look at this fire tornado spotted above the Palisades fire this morning. This was captured by Air 7. Just a wild view there.
Yeah, I never even knew something like this could even happen. You know what I mean? Like, what do you call it? A fire tornado? A tornado? A fiery tornado? A fire-nado? Listen, guys, thoughts and prayers go out to all of the families who are affected by this devastating act of God.
He was recording the fog that's plaguing the US when he sees this. A man named Scott Ritter was working near a dock in Ocean City, Maryland. When he decides to look at the ocean, he begins to notice something strange hiding in the fog.
I'm working this job. I came out on the deck to look at the ocean, and I saw this semicircle of lights that keeps flicking on and off. What the f is that?
From above the clouds amidst the dense fog, he captures this strange circular object covered in spotlights. What do you think this could be?
Oh, hell no. I'm pretty sure we are officially cooked, guys. If that's not the mothership, I don't know what the hell else it could be.
This is why you should never buy glitter again. So the main glitter manufacturer company is called GlitterX. And an investigative journalist went from the New York Times to do an article about it. And there were a lot of like top secret spots in the factory that they couldn't go to. There's a worldwide shortage of glitter. So Chris went to ask like one of the higher ups, like, what's going on? Why is there a shortage? Like, what's happening? He asked for a real tour of the factory. And the guy said, absolutely not. You cannot come on a real tour. We don't do real tours. And he said that you absolutely cannot see the glitter being made. He even said that you can't go to a room nearby and hear how it's being made. He said that even like the companies that are their main clientele don't have access to these rooms and are not allowed to know exactly how the glitter is being made. But like, it's really suspicious that no one is even allowed to hear it being made. Now, the company that is the largest consumer for glitter was asked what it is, and she said, I can't even tell you. And someone asked, they said, if we looked at the product that you use to make glitter, would we know that it turns into glitter? And she said, no, not really. She said, they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter. Do you believe all of this? Let me know and follow my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more. It really helps when you interact. Also, I'm not trying to badmouth anyone. This is just a cool topic we're talking about.
Yeah, guys, I don't know how glitter is made, but I do know that if somebody's trying to prevent you from entering or even listening to what's going on behind closed doors, it's definitely not a good sign. And they're most likely trying to hide something. So there's that, y'all. Like, what a shame, guys. You know, these poor animals are probably so confused and have no clue what's going on.
We have some big news right now. Thieves have stolen 3 Humvees from the Tustin Army Reserve Center in Orange County, California. A full list of missing items include 8 machine gun vehicle mounts, 7 freestanding machine gun tripods, medical equipment, 40 pairs of binoculars, 18 bayonets, and 3 Humvees, including 1 armored. Now, according to the Tustin Police Department, the suspects cut a lock to enter the parking lot between 8 and 11:30 p.m. at night. They then stole one of the vehicles, which was armored, and 2 others, which were unarmored, and then left at an unknown time. Multiple storage lockers were also broken into and missing gear was taken. Now, according to reports, the suspect allegedly tried to cut a lock to uniform storage, but was unable to do so. Now, the Army is making clear that the suspects did not steal any weapons or ammunition other than the 18 bayonets, which are very old weaponry. Now, it's unclear why these were stolen, what they're going to be used for, who stole them. It's unrelated to the fires, and I don't want to spread conspiracies, but this is just the news right now. So follow along for more. I'll get you updates as soon as we have them.
I need your help on this one, guys, because something just isn't adding up. Aren't military bases like super secure and heavily guarded? And what, you're gonna tell me that somebody just moseyed on in through the front door, managed to not get seen by a single camera, and then go right back out that same door with several vehicles, all of which had no GPS, how convenient, and managed to not be seen or heard by a single person? Super fishy, if you ask me, guys.
Like, that is the weirdest thing.
Keep driving.
Is it a drone? What?
Can you keep driving? It looks like an alien.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
This man's walking around and he sees a part of a liquefied, now solidified, melted metal action from this car. Many people are already going to be thinking that would be a pretty hot fire, which it would be. So there must be a forest right nearby that's burnt. Oh, not really. Now, in this book, Where Did the Towers Go? There was a parking lot, and it was, they called the toasted car park, because almost every single car in this parking lot got toasted. And it was near the towers, makes you wonder. But the strange thing is that you'd have images like this, where the outside of the car is toasted, the paint is melted off, but inside plastic and vinyl still is intact. Same thing with this, toasted exterior, but unburnt upholstery, unburnt seatbelt, plastic molding. And it's all about the strangeness of what happened to some of these cars on 9/11. Makes you wonder.
Here's another genius in this clip. You know what, guys? The more and more I think about it, maybe a TikTok ban isn't such a bad idea. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? People's IQs might go up a little bit.
Okay, so California's on fire, but we have like the best fire department in the world, right? We should be able to contain this, right?
I mean, we did, but the mayor cut the fire department's budget last year, so not enough personnel for this one.
What? Well, I mean, we don't need everybody. We just need a certain amount to spray the area with water.
Oh my God, I love that you say it. It's so funny because the state actually depleted its water reserves a couple months ago, so the firefighters literally don't have enough water to fight the fires with.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. We're in a drought, and so we depleted our water reserves? Well, at least the people that have fire insurance will be getting some money, right?
Ooh, this is awkward. Okay, don't get mad at me, but insurance companies like State Farm has not been allowing renewal of fire insurance policies since 2 months ago, and it's been canceling a lot of contracts.
So let me get this straight. 2 months before the fire, the state depleted its water reserves. Insurance companies have been canceling its fire insurance policy. It's like it's Maui all over again, but it's not like the state needs to free up a whole bunch of land to open up a new smart city infrastructure, right? Because we haven't announced anything like that, did we? The LA district might have announced plans to set up a smart city by 2028. So it's like Maui all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. The whole situation is just super fishy. Just too coincidental for my liking. You know what I'm saying, guys? The only question I do have is what state is next? Yeah, I mean, it looks cool and all, but is it even real? I feel like we have finally entered a point in time where you genuinely can't distinguish between what's real and what's created artificially. So there's that. Yeah, I hate to break it to you guys, but this is definitely not the trailer for the latest horror movie that you've been waiting to see. This is in fact real life and happening right now in California, guys. So, and am I tripping or did I just see a purple fire in the clip? Throw it in the comments, guys. Let me know if I'm losing my mind or if you saw what I just saw.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
What? What? What in the world? That was 30 seconds of, like, explosions.
Shit, for all we know, she just has the volume on the TV in the next room over jacked up to the max, because it's very hard to take her seriously with what she's saying when the skies in front of her are completely crystal clear and calm. So there's that.
What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now aren't.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped.
That is the whole problem with aliens, is you just can't trust them. Occasionally you meet a nice one, Starman, E.T., but usually they turn out to be some kind of big lizard.
Since so many people have been talking about this recently, I thought it'd be a good time to make a video on the 7 trumpets and what happens when each one of them are blown. Quickly, for context, it describes in the book of Revelation how 7 angels wielding 7 trumpets will blow them in succession, and each time one is blown, something major will happen on the earth. When the first angel blows his trumpet, the word says that a mixture of fire, hell, and blood will be cast to the earth, burning up 1/3 of all trees and green grass in the world. When the second trumpet is blown, it says that a fiery mountain is cast into the sea, turning 1/3 of it into blood, destroying 1/3 of the ships, and unaliving 1/3 of the creatures that live in the water. When trump number 3 blows, a star will fall from heaven named Wormwood into 1/3 of all rivers on earth, causing 1/3 of all drinking water to become bitter. The 4th trumpet causes 1/3 of the sun, moon, and stars to be blocked out. The 5th trumpet unlocks the bottomless pit, causing locusts to come out of it and torment man for 5 months. The 6th trumpet will release the 4 angels bound under the Euphrates River. They'll come out and unalive 1/3 of all humans on earth. And finally, during the 7th and last trumpet, the kingdom of heaven will be declared on the earth.
Yeah, so long story short, and I'm just gonna paraphrase here, but he said after the first trumpet, all of these fires are gonna break out. He then said after a second trumpet, the ocean will turn to a blood red, okay? Now listen guys, I'm not much of a religious person, but this clip definitely has my attention, all right? What do you guys think? Is this real? I'll tell you what, how about this? After I see Wormwood, show his head up there, I am 100% an official believer, guys.
Have you guys seen Doomsday map? They came out with a map that looks like this.
Wow.
This is America. They do like the whole world, but this shot is of America. This lady, her name is Peggy Bolton. She did some really fun research regarding the Doomsday map. She compared with what this map looked like. She compared that to the land that Bill Gates has been buying. All
Shut
the
up.
farmland. He is the majority farmland owner in the United States right now. She took the map of the farmland that he owns and overlaid it onto this Doomsday map. Every single dry land piece was occupied by his farmland, including California. So California is basically completely underwater, but there's these little pockets of islands. See those? That little one right there, that's one of his farmlands.
Yep.
Like that compared to like Zuckerberg. Oh, because on this Doomsday map, Hawaii is completely fine. And she talked about how Jeff Bezos is also buying up farmland around the U.S. That all correlates with like these high points in America.
Yeah.
It's super creepy.
So we need to get a boat.
According to this map, we're good. We're gonna almost have beachfront property, baby.
It's perfect.
Did it?
Yeah, these rich people can buy up all the land they want. But believe you me, if a doomsday event ever did take place, legal ownership of whatever land is left will be completely thrown out the window, guys, all right? I would love to see Bill Gates try and protect his land from, say, like a starving, heavily armed militia of sorts. You know what I'm saying, guys?
As you guys could see, everything is being blocked off. But what you guys could really see here is that we have the military, we got cops, we have FBI agents. What do you think is going on here? You tell me. They won't let us in our house. And man, this shit's getting fucking weird, let's be honest. There's some different shit out here in Cali.
Yeah, here's one for you, okay? They got fires all over LA County right now, right? They got the FBI there, the DEA there, the cops there, the IRS. They got every single enforcement agency in the country except for the fire department. So how does that even make sense, guys? Like, make it make sense at least.
Anger grows over wasteful Hollywood stars amid the ongoing LA fires. Kim Kardashian has been accused of squandering vital water resources that could have been used to save homes. While strict restrictions limited residents to watering their gardens twice a week, Kardashian was fined for using 232,000 gallons over her allocation because she could afford to do so. Kevin Hart was also fined for exceeding water usage limits at his LA home, as well as Sylvester Stallone. With fires raging across LA, critics slammed these figures for prioritizing luxury over conservation, with some of the rich people even hiring private firefighters at $2,000 an hour to protect their homes.
You know what, guys? I hate them too. I really do. But in this case, we really can't blame the rich, all right? We need to start pointing fingers at our very own government and city officials. Like, why was the water reservoirs empty for the last 2 years? You know what I'm saying? That's just one of tons of questions I'm sure are on everybody's minds. So there's that.
This is one of the homes that survived the Pasadena wildfire, and the owner of this home also has one in the back. One of them burnt and one of them didn't. Check this shit out.
I talked to the owner of this house right here in Pasadena. I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house.
Smart meter.
There's no smart meter. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt. No smart meter. Smart meter.
So I go research this shit, and then I came across this video about a retired engineer refusing to let the state install a smart meter on his home. Check this out.
It's obvious Norbert Slowinski does not want Duquesne Light to install a so-called smart meter on his property. So you've essentially put a chain on your meter.
Yes.
The retired mechanical engineer says smart meters are dangerous.
The smart meter is not safe for the following reasons. Again, it emits high-frequency radio waves, and you don't feel them, you don't know about them, but they penetrate your body, and they can cause health problems later on. My bedroom is right next door, and it will emit high-frequency waves, so I'm worried about my health and my children's health. They catch fire because there's very high voltage inside. You heard what he said on that last part. I'm gonna drop a part 2 showing y'all who owns all of those smart meters in those areas that burn.
Until then, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, guys, so pro tip for everyone watching out there, if you have one of these smart meters, I would go remove it immediately, like ASAP.
Top, meu patrão. Chama na alta. Caralho.
Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands. No way. No way. Get real.
So if you watch the internet, you'll see that Stouffer's stovetop stuffing supposedly has never said Stouffer's on it. It's another Mandela effect. But here's a house. I'm cleaning a hoarder house out, or a video. What does that say right there? As soon as this gets off there, you'll see it clearly. It says Stouffer's stovetop. So, Mandela effect busted.
I have a theory, guys, that there's no actual Mandela effects, and that it's all just one giant psyop and government experiment to see how much shit they can actually change on us right in front of our eyes without us actually realizing it.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great? Chris! I know, it's my dream.
But let me tell you something, folks. You can't fix stupid.
This is recently getting brought up again because a lot of people started digging. Now, there's a huge Mandela effect with King Tut. Do you remember the King Tut one or no?
Wait, didn't you tell me this? The one is like the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check this out. So there's proof that the old King Tut, like the image we remember, is still there. So everybody remembers King Tut just having one big snake in the middle, right?
Yeah.
But the real one, the real King Tut tomb, has two, like this, one here and one to the side. Now there's proof though.
Yeah.
There's proof though. So check this out.
Let me see.
They found the old King Tut in media. So this is the OG one. Remember this? I mean, this is the real one.
Oh,
sorry.
that's the real one?
This is the real one
What
with
the
two,
fuck is
but
that?
it looks off. Like even when I look at it,
this one would be in the middle, and that one would be gone.
Exactly. When I look at it, I'm like, wait, that doesn't even look right. It doesn't even look right. Like it looks kind of odd, right? Now check this out.
Let me see the other one.
So there's an old news reporting talking about King Tut, and they have a King Tut tomb or a sarcophagus behind her, and this is what we remember, isn't it?
What? Yeah, the one in the middle.
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one that we remember in like the movies and stuff.
Yeah, I swear there was number two. What the heck?
in Scooby-Doo, literally everything we saw, just having one. Damn.
Weird, right? Like, what do you guys remember? Because I looked at the comments and, you know, half said that there was always one snake. The other half said that it's always been two snakes. So personally, I remember there being one snake, but that's not saying much, you know? What do you guys think? Throw it in the comments, guys. Let me know what you remember.
America's $500,000 buildings made of styrofoam and paper mache. This is straight up styrofoam. You hear that? Just with a finger tap. That's sad.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like we're living in an actual movie set. Do you know what else styrofoam is? No? Highly, highly flammable. So, there's that. Yeah, so is this reckless driving, or is he just horsing around? My man's doing Amish donuts in the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts. Look, guys, I'm a dad. I can go on with these forever. That's all I got this week. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.